Hello, I'm Kristen Hodge-Clark, Senior Assistant Dean for Program Planning and Adjunct Professor in the Education Program Evaluation Certificate Program, coming to you from the LG Digital Studio at Georgetown University School of Continuing Studies. In focus today is about Education Program Evaluation, and I'm joined by Dr. Mona Levine. At Georgetown, she teaches in the Master's of Professional Studies in Higher Education Administration and in the Education Program Evaluation Non-Credit Certificate Program. Dr. Levine previously served as Associate Vice President for Institutional Research, Planning, and Assessment at the University of Maryland. She holds a BA in Economics and an MBA from the University of Maryland and an EDD in Higher Education Leadership from Nova Southeastern University. Welcome again, Dr. Levine.
Thank you.
So what exactly is program evaluation?
A definition of program evaluation is that it's the systematic collection of information about the activities, characteristics, and outcomes of programs to make judgments about the program, improve program effectiveness, and/or inform decisions about future programming. What's interesting about program evaluation is that it's really done throughout the life cycle of a program. Before you even start a program, you do evaluation, which is called front-end evaluation, to determine if there's even a need for the program and how you might structure it. And then as the program is in implementation, you do some mid-course corrections, and you look at ways to make certain changes and adjustments so the program is improved. And then finally at the end you have summative evaluation, which is looking at whether the program achieved its objectives, whether it should be continued. If you look at an analogy by Scriven, he says that when the cook tastes the soup, that's formative evaluation, and when the guest tastes the soup, that's summative evaluation. And I would add, when the cook decides what kind of soup to make, that's front-end evaluation. And I think that what's important to remember is that in today's world, assessment is expected, and program evaluation is a great assessment and accountability tool.
Excellent. I love that analogy you shared. So tell me a little bit more about the scope of the certificate program.
The certificate program is 3 courses. The first is an introduction to the principles and basic methodology in program evaluation. The second, which you teach, is research methodology. And the third, which I teach, is program evaluation design, where students get an actual opportunity to put together a proposal for a program evaluation. And it's pretty amazing that we do that in 7 class sessions.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I want to know a little bit more about who are the students that participate in these classes. Tell me more about their background, their aspirations.
I have always been so amazed at the range of students that come to our program and the types of institutions they represent. I learn as much from them as they might learn from me. Some examples are teachers wanting to improve classroom success, program staff from social service nonprofits, administrators of college student life programs, government training program administrators, NSF fellows and postdocs who know all about doing research, and now they have to figure out how to evaluate what they're doing, and career changers, people that are moving to different positions or want to get into education. So there's a really wide range of students.
Nice, very good. Yeah, I think one of the things I've always appreciated is also that the students are not just based in DC and the metro area. They come from all across the country. I've even had a student come as far as Colombia, South America.
That's right.
So they come from all different locations. So, and as we think about our own professional backgrounds with program evaluation, I often love to think about anecdotes to share. For sure, I always think about sometimes you may have a very meager budget, and how exactly do you kind of create efficiencies? I've had some crazy instances of using a graduate student who was wonderful but made a major kerfluffle with one of our surveys, and so but learning and adjusting in the moment. Do you have any interesting anecdotes from your professional background?
Well, I would say you always have to plan for the unplanned. There are things that happen that are outside of the control of the evaluator. So one example is when we had focus groups scheduled with high school guidance counselors, and it was a snow day, and both the university and the high schools were closed. But fortunately we had a backup date, so all was not lost.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Levine, for joining us today. It's been a pleasure talking with you.
I've enjoyed it as well.
And thanks to everyone out there for watching. Stay tuned for more from the LG Digital Studio at Georgetown School of Continuing Studies.